Well, hey, kids, looks like it's time for... Al's Mailbag. That's right. Well, let's see what our viewers have to say this week. Oh, let's see. We have a letter here from Mike Salton out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And, oh, it's a trivia question. Mike says, Dear Al, please set something straight for me. Did Paul McCartney used to be in some kind of band before he was with Michael Jackson? Well, good question, Mike. Does anybody know? Before Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney used to play with... That's right, Stevie Wonder. Hey, that's going back a ways. Okay, what else? Once again, it's time for Al News. You know, we try to keep you up to date on all the Beatles' 20-year anniversaries. Well, on this very date, 20 years ago, it was their day off. They didn't do much of anything. Paul took a shower, John went for a walk, I think Ringo watched TV. Really, not much happened. Now, if this were next week, boy, oh boy, that would be something to talk about. But it's not. Linda Ronstadt is in the news. Anyway, the Al TV news department just got this hot tip. Now, this is actually just a rumor right now, but I think our viewers have a right to know about this. We've been uncovering some pretty convincing evidence that seems to prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Paul is dead. That's right, you heard it here first. Paul Simon is no longer with us. And we here at Al TV have found a number of mysterious clues on his albums that prove it. Here, check this out. On Paul's Still Crazy After All These Years LP, he is very clearly shown wearing a mustache. The mustache is, of course, a symbol of death in some Indian cultures. Now, let's look at the Paul Simon collection. If you look real close, you can see 3 things on his face. Zits or something, I don't know. And, of course, the number 3 meant death to the ancient Hindus. Or at least it should. Let's take a look at his latest album. Well, from this picture, it looks like he's been dead for some time already. But this is what really clinches it for me. Right here on his Abbey Road album. That's right. See? He's not wearing any shoes. Need more proof? This is a picture of Paul Simon in his early days. This is a picture of the man who claims to be Paul Simon today. Notice anything strange? This guy is a lot older. Still not convinced? Listen to this. The Boxer. Okay. Now let's play that backwards.
Paul Simon is dead. He really is.
Incredible, isn't it?
He really
Well, I could go on, but unfortunately, we're out of time. Rest in peace, Paul. I know wherever you are right now, you're probably watching Al TV, the video music channel that cures dandruff.
Don't you understand? He's dead. He's dead.
Why didn't
Paul?
Did you want
Paul,
George
I got
Harrison
some
to do
questions.
No, George
Hey, Paul,
is
behind you. No, over
he
here,
doesn't
Paul.
really like to be
Linda.
this side of the camera.
Linda, would
and
you
on
mind moving
occasions
your
like
hair in
this,
the
you
way?
can't blame him, really, can you?
Hey, Linda, your shoelaces
he's just not as
untied.
big a ham as like Ringo and me. You know, we like, well, I mean, we like this stuff. But George is
Linda,
more
can
sensible.
you get Paul for me?
He likes to stay at home for juice
Hey,
films.
Paul,
you know
where'd you
what
get
I mean?
that tux? You pay cash
what
for
was
that?
Ringo's veto power on this
Hey!
film?
Hey,
If
Paul,
he didn't
what's
like
Martha
anything,
Quinn
he didn't
really
have to
like?
do it. That's,
Paul! Hey!
he didn't. There were a couple
Shut
of
up!